What's going on YouTube? Johnny here, back with another video for you guys. As always, hope everyone's been doing well and you had a great week. Today's video, we're making one pot pasta, and it's one of my favorites because it's very tasty, but it also doesn't take very long to make it all, so it's a win-win on that front. So let's go ahead and get into the cooking. Alright, and for the ingredients, we went ahead and already sliced some onions and garlic, so we have that prepped and ready to go. And then for some seasonings, we have parsley, we have garlic powder, we also have onion powder, salt, and then in this container is basil, oregano, salt, and pepper. Right here is crushed tomatoes, and then in this one we have chicken broth, and then a lot of ingredients on today's menu, and then we have our olive oil right here. Went ahead and shaved some Parmesan cheese already, so I have that set off to the side. I have our room temp or soft butter. And then you may be asking why the mozzarella is still in the container, but I get hungry making these videos, so it's my little snack. So I have the bread right here for our garlic bread, which will also be featured in this video. And then my snack, which I was eating some of the mozzarella block. So I'll go ahead and shave some of that later in the video as well. But that is, oh, actually, thank you for the reminder. Forgot, with the head start today, we also browned some Italian sausage with some ground beef in there as well. So that is good to go. We have that, like I said, head start in today's video, so those are the ingredients. All right, so I went ahead and sliced the bread, and now I'll just start grating the cheese, and I'll see you guys in the next bit. All right, so the cheese is done. Here we go. And I will say, if you know, you know, but the razor scooters hitting your ankle and that being a notorious pain point, I think this is on par too of catching your knuckle or your finger on a grater. It's it's on the same level. It always hurts. So if you know, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're gonna add the Parmesan cheese. We have our garlic powder, onion powder, and then the parsley. And we're only gonna add part of the mozzarella cheese right here because the rest will go on top of the bread at the very end. And then now, with all of the seasonings added to the cheese, or to the butter, excuse me, we'll just go ahead and mix and incorporate, and that'll be our garlic butter mixture for the bread. And then now, adding the salt at the very end, because you always want to taste test with Parmesan cheese because that can add some salt to the flavor as well. So we'll just add a little bit in. All right, so then now what I did was I took half of the butter and put it on one half of the bread, and then the other half on the other half, and then we'll just go ahead and spread this out and work that into the bread. And that'll be our garlic bread. And I think a really good garlic bread can really add a bunch of value to a dinner, so I'm a big fan of garlic bread. So then now, here we are with the bread. So I'll take a little bit of the mozzarella and I'll just sprinkle a top layer on the garlic bread like that. And I can't remember what video it was when we did this one. I know it was a while back, but if you remember last time we made garlic bread, we also did the same exact thing of made one for the video and then we froze one for a later video, and it made its appearance again. So we're doing the exact same thing. We'll just prep two loaves or two halves of the loaf and then eat one tonight and then save one for later. So always save some time for the future. Like I said, an efficient kitchen over here. All right, and from the name of the dinner, one pot pasta, literally exactly what it is. So then what we'll do is we'll add the pasta in. We'll add, again, this is an Italian sausage and ground beef mixture. We'll add that in. And then now we'll add the onion and garlic. And then now we'll add the crushed tomatoes, the seasoning, and then the chicken broth. And then we'll just do a couple of turns of olive oil. Good. And that's pretty much it. All you'll just do is then turn on the stove. We'll let that cook up, do its thing. And then that's it for the dinner. So I'll just rest this on, I'm gonna leave this off to the side for now, and then I'll rearrange. Because I just want to say, I know you can also add, if you have it, you can add spinach, kale, mushrooms to the mixture. It's whatever you prefer, you can add into it. This is just what we're working with. And again, the hardest part for this dinner, honestly, or the most time-consuming part, is just the prep, and half of that is the battle for the garlic bread. As you can see, it's just one pot pasta, easy to go and ready to make. And the most important thing, it's very tasty. And some behind-the-scenes footage of what goes on between takes and while we wait for the food to cook. It's the assembly line of dishes right here. So we'll go ahead and start cleaning up and getting our kitchen nice and clean. All right, and then as the pasta softens, as it begins to heat up and cook, you can just continue to rearrange the pot and get that down in there. So now the cover is good to go. All right, and this is what we're currently looking like as the pasta continues to cook down. And then you'll just want to stir periodically and just keep an eye on it. And that's that. All right, so the oven is set at 300 degrees. We'll go ahead and put the bread in, and that around 10 minutes or so, just until it's golden brown. And we delay putting the bread in until closer to the end because that'll be done before the pasta. So, you know, just with timing and everything. So, yeah. All right, so here's our bread. That's what I'm talking about. So then now, safety first. But what we'll do, we'll just cut them into some pieces like this, and that'll be ready to go. All right, and it's done when the pasta is fully cooked. So this is what we're looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and make my bowl with the pasta and the bread, and I'll see you then. All right, and here's my final presentation. How are the plating skills on this one? But yeah, really good, really easy, and I'm hungry, so I can't wait to start eating. Alright guys, and that concludes today's video. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, tuning in, and supporting me in the channel. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And as I said, this one pot pasta, it's very easy to make, not very time consuming whatsoever. It's tasty, so it's great for if you're having a alone night in, or if you're hosting any friends and family, it gets the job done. But don't forget to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss when I upload here on the channel. Hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great upcoming week. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.